So the preseason is almost concluded. I think we have some more games tomorrow, I believe. We're going to do some NFL preseason buy or sell. And I think there's been a good, you see it on both sides on the internet. You see people saying, whoa, pump the brakes. It's preseason. Like, chill out. This stuff doesn't matter. But I also heard some good stuff this week about it is the preseason, but it does matter. Like, if a player looks really good against other NFL players. Like it was interesting to me that Caleb Williams didn't look as good last night against the Chiefs starting defense as he did the week before against backups. Now, I'm not trying to get into some beef with Bears fans here, but I'm trying to get into some beef with the Bears fans. So, NFL preseason, buy or sell. Let's start out here on the left, Booker. Isaac Tesla, my question for you is, do you think he overtakes Jamison Williams, not on the depth chart, but just on the role in his team? I think it was a quote saying it might have been the offensive coordinator came out and like said to him after a catch, like, it's not a 50-50 ball with you. Like, you're gonna catch the ball one-on-one against anybody in this league. So do you think he takes over that? There's a lot of mouths to feed in Detroit. Do you think he takes over that Jameson Williams role, or are you still drafting Jameson Williams as that boom bust type of player in Detroit? Are you buying or selling Isaac Tesla?
I am buying Isaac Tesla, but I want to call him
Oh,
the Tesla because he's electric. Um, he's electric. I
yeah,
think I would take him over Jameson Williams because they moved up in the draft to get him. He's a third rounder. His hands are like he can catch anything, like you said. Um, and he's a Detroit boy. Like there's pictures of him online wearing like Detroit jerseys as a little boy. Like I think he's living his dream and he's gonna be willing to do whatever. He's a willing blocker. I'm buying him, especially in like dynasty leagues. I would love to have him on my roster long term because I think he's just a smart player, and I think
yeah.
he's gonna be a consistent, safety valve for whoever's there. So, uh, yeah.
I'm not entirely convinced that he would jump over Jameson like that.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I'd say at first he's gotta make sure he beats out Tim Patrick, which he probably does.
Yeah,
Tim Patrick's been pretty good and reliable, but I don't, how healthy is he? And well, reliable when he's healthy.
yeah,
Yeah.
He
yeah,
used to be that guy you could pick up and he'd like get a touchdown every week. Like, what is who is this? Why is he doing that?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
But
yeah, seriously.
but and now it's like, yeah, he's had 2 or 3 ACL tears. I don't know. It's been a while. He's missed a few seasons. So yeah,
yeah,
that definitely gives him Tesla a shot. Um,
yeah. Let's
and yeah, I see in
go
our
ahead.
graphic here we got Matthew Golden too. I mean, if you want to call a problem with the Packers offense, it's receivers catching the ball. So if he has decent hands, he'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my question for you here, Jake, on Golden is he going to finish as the wide receiver one in Green Bay? Do you think he really asserts himself
Oh yeah.
this year? He hasn't had I would say in the games, I didn't see a lot of production, but you've seen some ridiculous catches. You've seen a lot of hype in
Yeah.
Packers camp news. So do you think he finishes the year as a wide receiver one, or is it a Dobbs or one of the other
Oh,
guys
like
that
I
takes
mean,
a top spot?
right. The Packers wide receiver one isn't necessarily the same as one on another team.
Yeah.
So you look at what they did last year, they really split it up between 4 receivers. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. And I think their most targeted guy had like 90 targets. So it's like that's their one, I guess. But I think yes, Golden can do better than that. He'll probably have well over 100. I projected him even higher after he's been playing well. So yeah, I think for a Packers receiver one, yes, for like a top 12 fantasy receiver one, no, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
But hopefully, just consistency every week. That would be
Yeah.
good to see from a
Yeah.
Packers receiver because they just spread it out so much that's like who's blasting off this week. I don't know.
Yep.
Ask Lafleur, maybe he knows.
And there is good, like, it's a nice advantage when the defense doesn't know, like, if you're playing the Bengals, Burrow is going to Jamar Chase, and you just have to figure out a way how to stop
Yeah,
it. There is some nice advantage for the Packers on, like, hey, we can beat you with, but I think it is nice to have that consistent guy where
Yeah,
when you're in
that's,
trouble, when you need a big play, you
right.
know. And he was
That's
a
what
first.
the offense
Go
was
ahead.
really missing for them last year is they just didn't have those deep balls. They didn't have the long passes, and that really affects Jordan Love because he's pretty good at doing that. But, when you toss him up there and the guy just drops him or misses it or runs the wrong way or whatever, that's and, Christian Watson, he's really good when he's healthy.
Yeah.
Got another one of those, but, so maybe Golden gets to be the new Christian Watson. That's the hope, you know.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
And
seems
then
like
that
keeping
yes, that
people
opens up
healthy.
everything else in between.
Yeah,
All
agreed.
right.
Yeah,
Uh,
lots of health issues in Green Bay, it seems, too, with those wide receivers like Jaden Reed and Christian Watson.
Yeah.
So if he can stay healthy, I think he's gonna be wide receiver 1 on Green Bay Packers just because he's still playing.
so my buy or sell is on the Giants, and I mean, I love watching the NFC East burn, and everywhere but Philly right now. But I'm kind of buying this Giants team over, and I know Alo came out. If he's listening, he was on the Crew Talk Pod not too long ago, and I think he had said the Giants could go 0-17 or something. Evan, if you're listening, fact check me on that. But I'm pretty sure he came out and said that. But I think there's something to these Giants, and call me crazy. I'm not buying Russell Wilson, but the
No.
thing that the thing that
You
stood
did
out.
use him on this graphic, though, for some
Hey,
strange
let me finish. Well, because I just wanted to get one, and he's the
He's a
starter,
giant.
and
he's a
he's a game manager, serviceable quarterback. Like he took the Steelers to 9 wins. Like he's a professional quarterback. Is he going to be an MVP this year? No. The reason I'm buying him is the team morale right now feels super high. They had an interception in that preseason game, and the entire team sprinted down to celebrate with some probably third on the depth chart cornerback who just got an interception. Like that camaraderie, partner with Dayball coaching for his life. I think there's something to these Giants. Not they're not winning the Super Bowl. The extent of my buy is I think they could make a wild card run.
Hmm.
They're clearly not going to win the division, but I think the Cowboys and the Commanders are trending towards implosion. And so why couldn't the Giants win 9 games this year and sneak into the playoffs? So I'm buying that. I'm not saying they're making the playoffs, but they've got a veteran quarterback, neighbors. I heard something this week. They have one of the best defensive lines in the NFL with who they just took him this year. I'm spacing on the name. Kid out of Penn State who they take Booker.
Oh, Abdul Carter?
Abdul Carter. They've
Oh,
got
yeah.
for Dexter Lawrence, Travion Thibodeau, and they've got one more guy that's an absolute beast. So they are going to get after the quarterback, and yeah, I think the Giants could be a sneaky buy again for a wild card. This is not Kevin predicting. This is equally the Giants or the Cowboys and the Commanders imploding, which could open the door for them to win a few more games than maybe people think with a coach and a GM, you know, coaching for their job. So what say you? Am I absolutely nuts or I've got some validity there?
Well, I don't know how the Commanders are imploding here, but I
Not
got
paying their
Falcons.
wide receiver one, trading away a talented running
Uh,
back.
Potential
talented.
The,
sophomore slump
the
or
hype train has ran away that they're going to make it back